Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you today?
Very good. It changes behind.
Yeah, my other computer, the time's not working. So
Oh,
on my
wow.
other computer, it says it's 9 o'clock,
Oh,
which is not right because it's 8 o'clock right now.
8 o'clock.
So
Oh,
I don't know. I'm trying to fix it. So I'm on the other computer for now, at least. But
okay.
anyways, yeah. How have you been? How's your weekend?
Oh, pretty good. And it's my hometown, so Spring Festival held on.
Ah, nice. Oh, that was good.
Mm.
Okay.
Last lesson, so we shared
Mhm.
uh, reading sentence and yeah. And so when I talking about my hometown festival and history, I really liked how curious and engaged you are. You seem surprised about the envoys visiting Japan during the isolation period, which stood out me. Talking with you made me feel even prouder of my hometown's history.
Mm. Yeah,
Thank you.
good. Okay.
Mm.
And then I
Uh,
saw you said you have questions to ask me.
yes. It's also same. Please wait. I'll try to this question. It's a same routine. Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. Uh, do you buy Christmas presents at all? My answer: I plan to give my nieces small Christmas presents now that online shopping is so easy. Holiday gift buying isn't necessary, limited to the season. Still, imagining their happy faces brings me joy. I want to cherish small actions that make others happy. That's all.
Okay.
Hmm.
Um,
How about you? Do you buy Christmas present
uh,
at all?
of course.
Yeah.
In my family, because we're a big family,
Hmm.
uh, we draw names and buy one big gift for one person.
Nice.
Uh, so we'll buy so this year. Who did I get? Oh, I got my mom last time.
Hmm.
My brother got my wife. My wife's brother got, or sorry, my brother's wife got me. So yeah, each person, so you only have to do one big gift. And then of course, gifts for my daughter. Christmas this year was actually very special. In the previous years, my daughter didn't really understand Christmas. So she was like, whatever. But this
Okay.
year was like, oh, Santa came. We have a Christmas tree. Ooh. Like she was really excited this Christmas. So yeah, this Christmas was more special than normal.
Thank you. Okay. Ah, I
Okay.
prepared 10 questions and uh, I'd ask you something in our next online next. I prepared my answer to some questions using that I think are native style expression.
Okay. So
If you notice a
let's
more
hear.
natural way to say a big things, or if you would express it differently as a native speaker, I'd really appreciate your suggestions. Okay?
No, no problem.
Mm.
When you go shopping for gifts, do you usually set a budget? Why or why not?
Yeah, I always set a budget. I don't wanna overspend.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Good. How do you use similar?
Yeah. Well, so this answers the first question,
Mm,
kind of. It does answer why or why not. I don't want to overspend. Um, but yeah, yeah. I would use this in a normal situation.
mm,
I might use the first one. I think it's important to choose a gift that makes the other person happy while within the budget. Um, I feel like that first one is better depending on who you talk to.
mm,
The second one is a bit more casual. So if
mm,
you're just talking to your friends or someone, yeah, I don't want to overspend, totally fine. Or
mm.
if you're talking to someone more serious, like me and you, student and teacher, the first one would be better. So depends on situation.
Okay, thank you. Next.
Um, do you think money is the only means to make people happy during the holidays?
No, I don't think money is the only means to make people happy during the holidays. And no way, just spending time with someone can make them happy.
Okay. Both are fine.
Those are fun.
This first one, though, feels like it's needing more details, though,
Mm.
because you basically just said no,
Nose.
very long, right?
Mm.
No, I don't think money's the only to make people happy during the holidays. You could have just said no,
Mm.
right? So I think it would be important to say like, no, I don't think money uh, is the only means to make people happy during the holiday.
Mm.
I think spending time is important, right? Maybe something
Mm.
like that. Oh,
Okay.
thank you, Mary. Got me
Next.
breakfast.
Okay.
In what situation do you feel you need to limit your spending?
I feel I need to limit my spending. Then I buy goods or souvenirs. I often want to buy many things, and it tell myself this is my last memory. So I end up spending too much. Buy I when I buy souvenirs, I always go overboard. I keep thinking it's my last chance and end up buying way too much.
The second one is better. I feel I need to limit my spending when I buy goods or souvenirs. I often want to buy many things and tell myself this is my last. Yeah, it's my last chance is better than this is my last memory.
Last
My last
memory.
memory doesn't make sense.
Uh,
Like I know what you mean. Like, oh, this is my last thing I'm gonna remember from my trip,
uh,
but uh, we don't really say that.
really won't say that.
We normally just say this is my last chance, or one more
Mm,
chance. It's
mm.
always about chance. Yeah.
It's and then the and uh
And end up
summary.
buying way too
Like
much. Yeah, that's a normal one.
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I end up buying too much. Oh man.
Mm.
Right. Yep. Okay.
Next.
Have you ever felt shocked after seeing the price of something you wanted to buy?
I feel stuck when the price of a uniform or shoes I want goes up. I know the items are good quality and have value, but still it's disappointing.
Okay.
And yeah, when the price of a jersey or shoes goes up, it really stocks me, or really shocks me. It get it. They are good quality, but still, it hurts my wallet.
Um, we don't really use hurts my wallet anymore.
First one. Hmm.
uh, and again, these two sentences are casual versus more polite.
Polite,
So the first one is a bit more polite, a bit more not casual, right? A bit
not
more
casual.
formal.
Hmm.
And the second one's a bit more casual. So again, depending on who you're talking to, right? Talking to a teacher, kind of say the first one, and if you're talking to a friend, say the second one. Uh, and
For
instead of
the
saying,
for the tutor, like you, for example.
oh, well, for a tutor,
Or
because we're trying to practice both English, either one is fine for us because you're trying to practice all of your English with a tutor, right? So, like, when I say teacher, I kind of mean like college teacher, someone who's like not English teacher, because an English teacher needs to teach you casual and formal, right? So we need you to say both. For me, for example, and then instead of saying it hurts my wallet, I get it. They're good quality, uh, but still, uh, hmm, but still. Hmm. But still, I don't. I would just say like, but still, I don't like the price,
don't like
or
price.
I don't like the. Uh, yeah, I would just say it still, but still, I don't like the price, or or the I no, sorry, not price, but I still don't like the increase because it's not that you don't like the price; it's that you don't like that it increased, right? Yeah.
Increase. Thank you. Next one.
Do you often use coupons when shopping online or in stores?
It depends. If the coupon is easy to use or for something I really want, I use it. But if it's too much trouble, I usually don't. Or depends. If feels quick and useful, I'll use it. But if it's a hassle, I skip it.
It depends if the coupon is easy to use or for something I really want. Uh, I would put like because you're speaking this right. In writing, you have the right grammar and stuff, but when you're speaking, you probably would say it depends if the coupon is easy to use or for something I really want. Then I'll use it. So you'd say like then I'll use it. But if it's too much trouble, I usually don't. So I
I
would just
usually
add then and I'll, right? Not
I
I use it.
I'll use it.
So I would put
I
uh, like I would put then uh, uh, I'll use it for
I
the
use
first
it.
one.
First one.
And then skip it, we don't really use anymore. So it depends. Quick and useful, I'll use it. But if it's a hassle, I won't. That's what I would say. Uh, uh, so instead of saying I skip it, I would just say I won't.
I won't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So again, reading it depends if it's quick and useful, I'll use it. But if it's a hassle, I won't.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Do you often use coupon? Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Wrong one.
Thanks.
uh, have you ever visited an outlet mall? What kind of things do you buy there?
I remember buying suits, watches, and shoes. They were brand items, but I looked for ones that were a bit more affordable. Yeah, I got some suits, watches, and shoes. I was hunting for a brand stuff that was a little cheaper.
Okay. Um, I got some suits, watches.
or what
Hunting.
casual? How
Also,
if
each
you
sentence seems to be formal first and then casual second. That seems to be normal for all of them.
uh,
But for the second one, the casual one, we don't
uh,
really use
uh,
hunting anymore.
hunting.
So yeah,
Uh,
I got some suits, watches, and shoes. Uh, I was searching for brand stuff, or yeah, I was searching for brand stuff, or I would say I wanted some brand stuff, something like that is how I would change it. We don't really use
please
hunting
please type the chat. So
anymore.
second
So
version of casual.
well,
If you same situation, if you say same
well,
situation.
brand stuff, or I wanted some brand stuff. I would say something
Thank you.
like that. I was
Okay.
searching for brand stuff, or I wanted some brand stuff that was a little cheaper, and you just add the end. That was a little cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. 7.
Can you describe a moment when a small gift made you or someone else very happy?
I feel very happy when I receive a small souvenir. That makes me feel like I visited that country or place, even just for a moment. I love it when a small souvenir makes me feel like I've been to that place, even just for a second.
So I would use just for a second for both of them. We don't really use just for a moment. Again,
Mm,
for writing,
mm,
this is a big difference between writing and speaking.
mm,
In speaking, we honestly use a lot of the same words,
mm,
where with writing, we like to use all of the words.
mm,
So if you were writing this, totally fine. But if you're going to speak, we kind of always say just for a second.
mm. O-
Um, so even just for a second, even if it's the formal one, we would still say even just for a second.
mm.
Uh,
Okay. Next lesson I'll prepare. So speaking style, not
mhm.
writing style.
Okay.
You said so.
Because
Uh,
again, this is totally correct for writing, but
totally
if we're
correct.
speaking, yeah, we don't really say just for a moment. We might say just for a second, just for a minute,
Mm,
but we're not going to say just for a moment in
uh,
speaking.
mm. Even just for second, don't use
No, we use that every single time.
every single
Uh,
time.
for speaking, we always say, yeah, just for a second, just for a second.
Just for second, just for second.
It's just for a moment we don't use for speaking.
We don't.
For a moment we don't use. For number
Okay.
one.
Just for second. Okay.
Yeah, that's the good one.
Okay. Ah, okay. And you question me. I ask two pattern. You followed. So your native phrase for speaking. I want to repeat again. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Mm. In this case, you said
Yeah. So,
uh,
what did it? I must have missed
uh,
something. Mhm.
you
I
said
must have not heard you properly.
prepare.
Sorry, just say it again. I must have heard you wrong.
Hajaron. And it's same things if you say
Okay.
another
Well, something
similar
I would say. Um, yeah, I love it when I get. I might say, yeah, I love it when I get small souvenirs. It makes me happy. Uh, yeah, so I'd say something like that. I love it when I get a small souvenir. It makes me happy. I feel like I've been to the place even just for a second.
Even just for seconds.
Yeah.
Same,
So like I
same,
might change it a little bit to like this.
same
I
thing.
make like two sentences. I love it when I get a small souvenir.
Hmm.
Uh, it makes me feel happy.
Feel happy.
Uh, I feel like I, well, I feel like, well, how did I say that? I feel like I've been to the place. Feel like, yeah, I feel like I've been to the place just for a
Hmm.
second.
Just for a second.
Yeah. Been to the place
The place.
just for a second.
Just for a second.
Not with even that.
I,
Like that's how
I,
I would say it. It's like the same meaning, but slightly different.
slightly different. Okay. I love it when I got a small souvenir. It makes me happy. I feel like I've been to place just for a second.
Mhm.
You you split the two sentence.
Yeah, because in my mind, there's two parts here.
Mm,
There's the feeling happy
feeling
and
happy.
the feeling of being in the place. So I feel
Uh,
like there's two parts, and so generally I like to separate the two parts because if you mix them too much, then yeah, uh,
mm,
people might not fully understand what you mean.
mm,
Because I love it once I get small souvenirs. I feel like I've been in a place. Do you
mm.
love that it makes you feel that you're in the same place? Or
Mm,
do you just love that you got a gift, right? So I like to separate and be like, I love the gift and I like that I feel like I've been to the place. Yeah.
mm. Yeah, this is a more smart writing style,
Mhm.
but speaking is a more simple.
Yeah.
One sentence is simple. One one sentence, one meaning.
Yep.
Mm.
You can
In this,
tell this, like I can tell that you were using more of a writing style because
mm,
if you looked at all of your answers,
mm,
you'll have like the special, like the quotations, the
mm,
dashes,
mm,
the like the different grammar methods in writing,
mm,
right? You use them here. That's how I could kind of tell that you were doing more of a writing style. Because if
mm,
you were just speaking, you wouldn't really be thinking about the dash or the
mm,
comma or
mm.
like when you're speaking, you're generally just thinking of like periods,
Period.
right?
Mm.
Like, it makes
Uh,
me feel happy. I feel like I've been to the place just before. Maybe a comma, like for
maybe a
example,
mm,
then I'll use it, right? Where I put the comma after then, and I might do that in speaking, but those are basically the only two like things we'll use with speaking. Where with writing, yeah, we have the dash, the colon, semicolon, etc. But yeah.
mm. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. It's a good feedback for me. Thank you so much. Mm.
Okay.
Uh, so last 5 minutes.
Mhm.
If do you prefer last lesson style, more one question, one answer, so good tempo, more quickly, or uh, this style, one sentence, one question, uh, more detailed style, or
Um,
like this.
hmm. So I guess it depends on the person.
Uh,
For me personally, I think this way would work better for me to learn.
mm,
Uh, but that depends on you. The reason why I like this method is it shows the more formal way of answering the question and the more casual way of answering the question. And then we can slightly change the answer and then help you there. Where in the other one, you're just doing one answer. Sometimes it's formal, sometimes it's casual, and sometimes I can fix it, sometimes I can't fix it. Like I feel like this would be a better method again for me, but I could see why the other one could be better because the other one has more questions, so you get to practice more different questions, and you can explain why you chose them because you have more time, right? Because it's a bit quicker. We finished the 10 questions earlier, and then you have more time to explain yourself better, right? Where this one is a bit slower, you don't really get the time to explain yourself. Why did you answer this way, right? Like, why do you even like the small souvenirs? We couldn't really answer that because we don't have that much time. So it depends on how you feel about it. But personally, I like this method the most. But
Firstly,
like
okay.
if I was using this to learn my Vietnamese or my wife's language, I would probably do it this way if I could. Unfortunately, for my wife's language, there's no written language, so I can't do this method. But I would love to do it if I could. I only can do the speaking for her language, but yeah.
You need only speaking.
Yeah. Now,
Vietnam
my
style.
wife like can kind of spell it out, thinking in Vietnamese, like how a Vietnamese person would sound it out. But that doesn't always help me because the letters in Vietnamese make different sounds sometimes.
Okay. Thank you.
So yeah.
So you also tend to good knowledge, and you have so you tend to speak good more detail as a tutor. You are very logical. Logical. I want so I want to help you more detail. So casual style. How to use so native English. It's not don't use or it's so
remember, it's important to remember both though, so that you're prepared for both situations, right? When you make a new Australian friend at the marathon, you can talk more in the casual way. But if you're talking to a professor at the university or something, you can talk in the more formal way, right? It's important to remember both, depending on your situation. However, I do think you're right. Casual is the more common version because you're most likely making friends more than like a professor, right? So casual is a lot more important than formal English when speaking.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. I'll brush up for the next lesson. You have a good idea for me. Yeah.
Well, anyways, yeah, it's great to see you again. And I guess I see you tomorrow, right?
See you tomorrow. And yeah. Okay. I hope your computer getting good.
I'm hoping I can fix it right now, but we'll see. But
Okay.
I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.